Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, just because we are very close to the Valentine's Day, this Valentine's Day is very special because Venus is in a very strong dignity. It is conjunct with the Rahu as well. So do not be surprised if your partner, your boyfriend or your girlfriend has either high expectation or has big surprise planned for you, because it's like if Venus is dignified, Rahu just wants to do everything in a very larger than life way. So this could be a highlight in lot many people's love life. So just because going by the trend only, I just thought we can have our discussion on this topic, which becomes very important. Guys, look at it in this way. Even the definition of love is very open towards discussion, and here I'm talking about on all the planes. Even when we talk about the spiritual love, one of the saint Neem Karoli Babaji, he also defined the definition of the spiritual love, but he somehow reverberated more on the Anahita Chakra, which has got more to do with finding that unconditional love and relationship with the God in serving people. And if you will take up the case of the Raman Maharishi Ji, so Raman Maharishi Ji, he also was in that spiritual love, but his love has got more to do with the self-introspection, inquiry of the self, which can be attached with, I don't think so it is even the Ajna Chakra. It has got more to do with the Sahasrara Chakra, that once you realize that you are nothing, you become everything. And same is the way, guys, all what I'm trying to say is that astrology works on a very simple principle based on the ascendant. Every planet has got rulership over certain houses. So far you would have already realized that in this discussion we will be paying attention to the planet Venus. So Venus obviously have got rulership over the Taurus and the Libra. Based on your ascendant, these two signs will fall in certain houses. So simply put, you can only expect that what is going to be your experiences in the matters of love, or rather to be precise, what to expect in love. That is going to be dependent on that, based on your Lagna, which all signs Venus rules, because Venus's placement will tell about that whatever will come to you in the form of the love, in which strength, in which intensity you will experience it. But based on your Lagna and the sign of the Venus, wherever it will fall, it will give you this definition that when it comes down to the love, what to expect. And that is what we will try to understand in this video. Like the way, guys, I gave you the example of the saints and all. Same is the way, like right now what is happening. See, Venus is in an exalted state. It is conjunct with Rahu. And I was like just paying attention couple of days back. I guess his name is Kanye West, and his wife or girlfriend or partner, I do not know. This award function wardrobe was going viral. Like it was there in the Google Trends and all. Then obviously, like I was like going somewhere in the transit in the bus, and when I saw that post, I just clicked it. And the minute I saw the wardrobe, I do not know what she was wearing. The minute I saw that, even I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I hope no one else was peeking at my phone or looking at my phone. So look at it in this way. See, Venus is exalted beyond any doubt. The influence of Rahu over it. It's just like that. When I saw even the comments on that post, so almost like 90% of the people were like even criticizing the choice of the cloth or whatever it was. They were criticizing it, but just because it is Rahu and the transiting moon is conjunct with it. So irrespective of the fact that you're finding it absurd, you're finding it very stupid, but still the whole flow of the mass consciousness is going in that direction. And that is where the importance of the Rahu and Ketu comes. Like you will see the change when Rahu will transit into the Aquarius sign. During that time, the mass consciousness and people's attention is not going to be like that, what she is wearing. I guess even in India, in one of the Mahakumbh Mela, I was like surprised. More than the stories of the saints going viral, there was this girl. Okay, I'm not against anyone, but it's just like that. The whole limelight and attention is going to something which is not that much important, and the whole attention is going towards a girl. She's like, they're calling her like Indian or brown Mona Lisa and something. She was going viral. So all of that happens like whenever Venus is in this dignity and it is conjunct with Rahu, just like that, it is going to be giving you obsession towards something regarding which I do not see any productive value. That's what I'm trying to say. And again guys, like when we talk about, we had our discussion on the case of, like this could be Neem Karoli Babaji, this could be Raman Maharishi ji. Even when we talk about in terms of the gods as well, over there as well, like the bhakti and the devotion of the Lord Hanuman can be attached with the, this could be the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus, where you have completely subjugated yourself, your whole identity and everything just in love towards your, like, Lord Ram. And if you will take up the case of the Lord Krishna, so like Lord Krishna, the pure consciousness, the masculine energy. So Lord Krishna, even in the Mahabharata, he never said that I am partial towards my love to you or love to someone else. He says that I'm equal, my love is equal to everyone, but the defining part was that he did not stop anyone from loving him or from falling in love towards him. That is how we can attach the Krishna consciousness as well. So okay guys, in this video now we will dive deeper into it, that based on your ascendant and based on the signs which Venus is going to be ruling, what to expect in terms of love. Now whether it's like physical, whether it's like spiritual, whether it's like platonic, that is going to be dependent on the strength and dignity of the Venus, its Navamsa placement. But when it comes down to what to expect, that after this video you'll be able to understand it. So guys, we will take up the case of, first let's take up the Aries Lagna. Now especially for the Aries male people, getting married becomes very important, because guys, in your case, because Venus has got a rulership over your like 7th house as well, and it has got a rulership over your 2nd house. So just like that, all of your commercial aspiration, all of your financial requirement, needs and something, they immediately experience a boost the minute a Aries Lagna person is going to be getting married. Because like when we say that in a man's chart or anyone who is interested in females, it's the Venus which becomes very important. So for a male Aries person, getting married becomes very important. Now why? Because it somehow activates your 2nd house and it activates your 7th house. And guys, look at it in this way, because the whole objective of this discussion is that what to expect in love based on your sign. So here I'm not talking about the strength of the Venus, because then it is going to be very open-ended and a broad discussion, but just based on your Lagna, it can be said with confidence that love is actually going to be responsible for bringing wealth in your life, giving you status in the life. It is going to be solidifying your convictions, your values, your morals in the life. And many times it has been seen that even for a Aries Lagna to be like, you know, I've seen many charts over where the guy never used to concern or value too much regarding the family bonding, or the person was not very family oriented, to be precise. And the minute this person got married, the Venus got activated, somehow the wife, the girl who entered the life of this person, she also made the guy whom she got married very family oriented as well. The person actually started caring about his own family and the family values and all. But yes guys, for the Aries Lagna natives, simply put, what is love, or what is the definition of love for you guys is, it has got everything to do with the financial gifts and blessings for you. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, to be very precise, self-love is very important. If you are a kind of person, being a Taurus Lagna, that you are just all the time concerned about pleasing your partner, and you are doing that at a cost of not caring about your own well-being, then I can assure you, even the person who is going to enter in your life, whom you are going to be manifesting in your life, that person will also not value you that much. So the very first thing is that the true definition of the love and the fulfillment generally happens first with giving attention to your own well-being is very important. And along with that guys, daily discipline becomes very important. How good you are doing in your job, how well you are performing in your job, all of that becomes very important, because in your case, like Venus has got a rulership over the 6th house as well. Like generally it has been seen that for the Taurus Lagna natives, if they are doing very good in terms of their job, in their career, or let's say for example they have ascended to a position of power, authority and something, so that is the actual area where they get the happiness, where they get the fulfillment. And again guys, if I were to say, if you are in this mindset that the definition of the love is going to be all carnal desires, or on and off we come across those kind of cases that you deserve a partner, like you are working in a specific field, you have a, like as per the society you have certain standards and you compromised over there. So those kind of compromises generally do not get along very well in the relationship for long term for the Taurus Lagna natives, because guys, look at it in this way, because your ascendant in itself is being ruled by a planet which in itself represents love. And no matter what the societies have to say based on your astrological alignment and something, yes, the 7th house activation, the 12th house activation, like sexual desire, fulfillment, pleasure and something, you will get all of that. But again, that is not where the actual fulfillment is going to be happening. Again guys, when we talk about the true transcendental knowledge and wisdom, it's the planet Jupiter which is responsible for that. So all the planet represents a energy, a specific energy. No matter that the house's energy keeps on getting varied as per your ascendant, but even after that, wherever the Taurus and the Libra is going to be falling in, the true love will be experienced in that domain, in that area only. And in your case, that happens to be the 6th house and your ascendant. So your own self-care becomes very, very important. Start giving importance to yourself. Then only you will be able to manifest someone who will respect you. And along with that guys, giving equal attention to your career becomes very important. Like there have been so many sayings in the films and in the movies that it's like a boyfriend, a relationship can say goodbye, but hard work and the career success will never say you goodbye. That's all what I'm trying to say. Now guys, when we talk about from the Gemini Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership over your 12th house and your 5th house. So yes guys, in the case of the Gemini Lagna natives, one thing is for sure that the true definition or the supplementation of the love generally happens from the 5th house and from the 12th house. So we know this thing that, see, 5th house has got everything to do with the expression of the love. 5th house is also the house of the spirituality, artistic, creative talents. And the good thing is that our somehow what we feel inside, the way our the soul level experiences are generally attached with the 5th house. So if I were to say for the Gemini Lagna natives, be with someone over where with your heart and soul you actually feel for that person. So just for the sake of the society and something, if you will be involved with a person, there is a high possibility that there is not going to be that level of compatibility, fulfillment which is going to be happening in your life, especially in the matters of the love. So guys, let's say for example, if you are of that mindset, and again guys, when I'm talking about love, the definition of the love is equally being valid for a nun as well, for a spiritual seeker as well, for an artist as well, for a person who is like in a relationship with someone as well. So it's equally applicable. It's just like that. What makes you feel fulfilled, what makes you be grateful and thankful and being in love, that's what we are trying to understand in this video. So guys, in your case, like 5th house, which has got to do with the artistic creative talents, that could be responsible for giving you that sort of happiness and fulfillment in the love as well. Nothing would be better than that. If you're already married to a person who is an artist, who is like very creative, who is operating as a consultant, then this could be an add-on. But in a way, do not live in delusion, do not live in this denial. Love will only enter and touch your life if it is somehow something which is actually connecting you to your soul. And again guys, and I guess that is the only reason, like I see lot many people, like from the Europe and all, from the Russia, who like come to India, and they are like a lot into the Krishna bhakti and the Krishna consciousness. So that could be one of the attachment as well, because 12th house energy is also coming over here, and the 5th house energy is also coming over here. So yes guys, that's all what I have to say for the Gemini Lagna natives. It's just like that. Sometimes, like if you are dating a person, who is a Gemini Lagna, and that person has got this habit and tendency to hide certain things from you. So I guess that is how the nature of that person is. Guys, look at it in this way. You cannot try and you cannot change someone's personality completely just because now you are in relationship or in love with that person. Someone who's got a Gemini Lagna, that person might hide things in relationship, but that person is only hiding not to conspire something against you. It's just like that the other person does not want you to bother you that much. That person does not want to bother you with the small details which could otherwise make you upset. So you can look at it in this way as well. So yes guys, if I were to say anything to do with the artistic creative things, anything to do with the foreign travels is going to be kind of very emotionally fulfilling for the Gemini Lagna natives, and the true definition of love. Love will touch them through these kind of endeavors and the experiences. Now guys, when we talk about for the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership for you guys. It rules over your 11th house and your 4th house. So guys, beyond any doubt, it hardly matters what is happening in the matters in the domain of your like 7th house, and like this could be the 5th house as well, because if you will look at over here for the Cancer Lagna natives, both in the 7th house and in the 5th house, you will find the energy of very heated kind of energy. So let's say for example, if you're already in a relationship where your partner is very dry, your partner is very rigid, very mature, and something does not understand your feelings, and same is the case which has been a pattern in your romantic life as well before the marriage. So that is not where you are, like you are not finding love at the right places. Where you can find love and where you can build a loving life for you, look at your 4th house, your domestic life, how you run the house, how you manage and keep the house. That becomes very important. How much efforts you are putting in order for keeping the whole family together, that becomes very important. That is where the love, the true definition of love will be experienced. And along with that guys, 11th house, how much are you growing in your life, how much you're like progressing in your life, that becomes very important. Your social life is very important. Like, are you kind of a loner, or are you kind of person who has got membership to many clubs and you network a lot, you're progressing in your life, you have a consistent flow of the income, wherever you go, whatever you do, you get acknowledged, appreciated, the accolades and the recognition keeps on happening in your life in a very timely manner, timely basis. So this is where the love will be experienced for the Cancer Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about for the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership over your 10th house and the 3rd house. So beyond any doubt guys, let me make it very clear, especially for the Cancer Lagna natives and the Leo Lagna natives, they have to endure and deal with the heavy karma in the matters of the relationship, because in your case as well, it's not only that Saturn has got a rulership over the 7th house, but also the 6th house as well. So marriage comes with binded duties and pressure of responsibilities and all. So, and even when we talk about the 5th house, so if you have been in a kind of a, like in your school time and something where you dated those people who are like very philosophical, very kind of spiritual, righteous and all, and you feel that okay, I do not find myself being loved or being well taken care of, emotionally being very fulfilled and all. So because you might be trying to find the love at the wrong places. So guys, in your case, the true fulfillment of the love generally happens, it comes from the 10th house and from the 3rd house. So how much you are actually doing good in terms of your career, like the dopamine which will come to you, it will come from the career success, and how much power you have concentrated in your hands, that will become very important. Your relationship with your siblings is very important. And again guys, like how many languages you speak, like certain people, like they find it very fulfilling, who have like lot many hobbies, and they are very passionate about something, and they like to drive around the city and all. So this is where the actual happiness and love will be experienced for the Leo Lagna natives. Again guys, I make it very clear, if you feel that the true definition of the love, because guys, that's what the problem is. Sometimes those people who are very spiritually oriented, even God forbid, even if they have experienced any loss, they don't say this thing that a loss happened, oh my god, it would have not been in my destiny, oh god actually gave me so much, so God might have its own funny way of taking it back. It has given me in the past, it will give me more. Oh, something happened with this person, oh, God has only written this much happiness from this person. So they know, a positive optimistic person knows how to see the glass half full. That's what I'm trying to say. So yes guys, in your case, if I were to say, if you actually talk about love, why I gave all these examples, because sometimes what happens is that you might have your career going on very well, even at a time when you are at a job, you feel very fulfilled, when you are like doing things which are a part of your hobby, you are feeling very happy and fulfilled, and you still being in that distracted mindset, you still are getting obsessed about finding love in the marriage, in the relationship only. So again, that's what I'm trying to say. You have to understand your chart, you have to understand the pulse of your chart. Every organ even in our body has allotted a specific role and function which cannot be replaced. Same is the way guys, in your case, the Venus energy only flows in the 10th house and in the 3rd house. No matter, even if Venus is going to be placed in the 5th house, it is going to be placed in the 7th house or in the 9th house, it will still extract it from the 3rd or from the 10th. So that means career, your friends, your sibling, the hobbies you have, that becomes most important. Now nothing would be better than that. If you're already dating a guy, like whatever you aspire to do, that person supports you in your career, that will be the best relationship for the Leo Lagna person. Or like for example, after work, you have this habit or a hobby of taking any language classes, watching astrology content, gossiping, talking about astrology, or going for a jog or something, and you are with a guy who also has got a shared kind of mutual hobbies like of yours, then the love can bloom. But let's say for example, if you are like dating a guy who does not have any hobby, he's not doing very good in the career, there's no overlap of interest, then there's not very strong energy that the love in its purest essence is going to be experienced. But yes, Leo Lagna natives, like I know lot many Leo Lagna natives, oh my god, they can talk over the phone with their friends and all, gossip around for long hours. So yes, that's the energy of the Leo. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, the energy of the Venus falls in your 2nd house and the 9th house. So guys, look at it in this way. 2nd house is the house of the money, it's the house of your family. So beyond any doubt, for the Virgo Lagna natives, it is not going to be an exaggeration to say this thing that the possession in their life becomes the most important. Like love is something guys which makes us feel fulfilled, uplifted, motivated, gives a purpose and meaning to the life and something. So for the Virgo Lagna natives, beyond any doubt, it has to do with the money, it has to do with their bank balance, with their assets, with the kind of terms they have with their family. All of that will become very important. Love will actually touch them, love will actually serve them in this way. And along with that guys, even the matters of the 9th house becomes equally important. Their faith is actually very important. Any of the religious austerities, any of the travels, like even when you're like undertaking any travel, like how luxuriously you're traveling. Like let's say for example, if your wife or your husband is a Virgo Lagna, and let's say for example, every time when you are like going for any travel, any holidays and something, and you you do not act very penny pinching while booking the hotels or the resort or the flight tickets, you actually ensure to have that degree and sense of luxury. This could be, you know, booking any business class tickets, or like even the hotel and the resort where like you are going to be staying. You're not going cheap over there. So that is how your partner is going to be, you know, feeling more loved towards you. You can look at it in this way. And again guys, again, the matters of the and the definition of love in your case, love is being touched in your case in the second house and in the ninth house. So nothing would be better than that. If you are like actually dating someone, or your partner is like, you know, financially he's contributing a lot, or your partner is very very religious, very spiritual, a person of a strong morals and ethics and something, then obviously love will bloom, because then there is going to be an overlap of the energies happening for you. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, I like Libra Lagna. So guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, first of all, Venus has got a rulership over your first house. Venus has got a rulership over your 8th house. I am very much sure if you haven't watched the earlier part, the introduction part of this video, and you would have straight away come over here. So let me give you synopsis of it. All what I'm trying to say over here is that it hardly matters like, you know, in which dignity Venus is placed, in which dignity the 7th house or the 7th lord is placed. 7th lord will definitely tell about your experiences in the marriage, your experiences in the commercial relationship, and your success in the business. But that is not what the objective of this discussion. Objective of this discussion is that how well you will be served in terms of your expectation in the purest essence of the love. There have been those kind of cases where, you know, people in the orthodox and traditional communities and all, people who have been married for like so many years, they have children and something, and when you ask them in private, because when they are booking their reading with me, people tell everything. Oh my god, sometimes it's too many details, but yes, so people tell everything. So sometimes there is no love, they're just like two strangers living under the same roof. So that's what I'm trying to say. So if you actually want to know about how love will touch you, your self-care, self-grooming becomes the most important. Guys, look at it in this way. Till the time you do not love yourself, till the time you're not giving attention to your own well-being, please then do not be in this impression that someone else is going to come in your life and is going to respect you. So self-respect, self-grooming, little bit of the self-importance becomes like it is very important in terms of like the way, the kind of planetary alignments which you have got. And again guys, in the matters of the love, you have to take the initiative. Like, you know, if you feel that okay, buying this car or being in a relationship with this person, after doing these kind of choices, so you need to have that complete accountability in all areas and spheres of your life. Do not be relying on other people. Do not give the power to others for you to feel fulfilled or uplifted. That is what I'm trying to say. Second thing is that guys, Venus has got a rulership over the 8th house. So anything to do with something which is very taboo, something which is very you know, where research is involved, spirituality is involved, and I guess that is the only reason I keep on coming across many charts of the Libra Lagna natives who are very much attuned with the spirituality, Kundalini, Tantra. Even guys, like sexual compatibility is also very important for the Libra Lagna natives. You know, how strongly you bond with someone. And again guys, see, 8th house is also the house of all sort of like crisis, chaos, and the grief which generally comes in our life. So generally I have seen that for the Libra Lagna natives, you know, how do we say, the stormy experiences in their life actually brings people like where they actually value the relationship and those people the most. So let's say for example, when your life is going very happy and dandy, the kind of experiences you have had with the friends, when life was going in a very good pace, so that will also matter. The kind of friends you have had, the experiences, the shared experiences you have had, that will also matter. But those people who stood by you in the times of the crisis, these are the people where your heart is now connected to them. You will never forgive, or like not so forgive, sorry, never forget them. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, guys, and I guess that is the only reason they are automatically driven a lot towards finding the secrets. You know, like a Libra Lagna, this could be wife or husband, is going to be very much interested in knowing about that what is happening in the life of the spouse. Like this person cannot survive in a relationship where the other person is hiding. It is going to be a torture for the Libra Lagna if Libra Lagna is going to be put forth in a relationship where the partner is very secretive, where the partner is acting very mysterious, hiding lot many things, and you do not have a complete clarity what is going on. So guys, if I were to summarize, if you would have understood the gist or the crux of this whole discussion, it's simply put, Venus in your case has got a rulership over your first house and the 8th house. Again, the 7th lord will tell about your experiences in the marriage, your commercial business success. 5th house will tell about the expression of the love. But simply put, all of that could be placed differently. But purely when we talk about in the matters of the love, how you will experience love, so that can only be experienced through self-care. Self-care becomes very important. You know, and along with that, I forgot that quote of Jim Rohn. I guess Jim Rohn gave this quote that I can only if I will take care of myself, then I can assure that I will look after you. But first I need to take care of myself. So if other people or your spouse or your partner also keeps on telling you that you are selfish and something, let it be, because this is where the fulfillment will come to you. Along with that, guys, 8th house is also very important. So I would say that, and I guess that is the only reason like a lot of my clients are like Libra Lagna natives. So they are very much interested, like, you know, what stars have in store for them, any of those esoteric and secrets and mysterious kind of things, taboo kind of things. They love investigating, researching about it and finding answer. All of that becomes very important. And I guess a Libra Lagna person, if this person is going to be working as a yoga teacher, Kundalini expert, as a psychologist, as a therapist, as an astrologer, oh my god, this person is going to be very passionate about his or her work, because this is where the whole love and passion is overflowing in the chart. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, for the Scorpio Lagna natives, guys, Venus has got a rulership over your 12th house, and it has got a rulership over your 7th house. So guys, beyond any doubt, it is not an exaggeration to say this thing that for the Scorpio Lagna person, getting married, guys, is very important. If in any capacity Venus has got a rulership over the 7th house, so that means partner will play a very important role in your fortune awakening. Partner will play a very important role in bringing that financial abundance or status in the life. Like, you know, all of that is somehow connected with the 7th house. So in the case of the Aries and the Scorpions, they get to experience love in a purest form. And again, guys, like in certain ways, in certain charts, so far if you have already been following the whole sequence with which we are proceeding in this discussion, for the Cancer Lagna, love might come more to them. You know, like, do not expect Cancer Lagna to be all doting and caring and being very loving in the marriage. That love might come more from the mother, from the 4th house, or with the friends from the 11th house. So that's what I'm trying to say. But for the Scorpio Lagna natives, the blessing in their case is in this way that there's a high possibility that Aries and the Scorpio Lagna native can actually be in a very loving marriage, because these days even marriages, like, they work like in a very mechanical way, where, you know, more than the emotions and the feelings and the love and care for each other, it's like they both are like living like stranger and just fulfilling their duties and responsibilities, like the way people are like, people do it as a job in their career, in their corporate, in their office and all. Some people also live like that, even in the marriages, in the house as well. But in the case of the Aries and the Scorpio, there's a high possibility that the love will stay in the marriage. So do not go looking for it in other places, like, you know, in your career. Career is something where the status will come, where the recognition will come. Whatever hobbies and skills you have, you might be very good in that. But love will be experienced, it will touch you when it will come from the 7th house, which is from the partner. So taking care of your marriage, of your partner, expressing like how much you love your partner, using that L word for your partner on timely basis becomes very important. And along with that, guys, Venus also has got a rulership over your 12th house as well. So yes guys, 12th house has got something to do with the, you know, the bed pleasure is from the 12th house. Sometimes, like, even if a Scorpio person is hiding things in the relationship, and I guess, you know, in a way it becomes very important. Sometimes the less you speak, the better it is, you know. I remember even at a time when I did my all the occult courses from the Bharati Vidya Bhavan as well. Even over there, even during this last vacation when I was in India, when I was at Bharati Vidya Bhavan, that's what many of the astrology students have been telling us, that Nipun is like, the things whichever faculties our teachers teach us is, sometimes the less you speak, the better it is. You know, it's like when you're doing a reading, if the person is not interested in asking about a specific area where there's a lot of the threat, where there is a lot of negativity, why to highlight that? Why to unnecessarily give that psychological backlog? So the Scorpio Lagna natives in this regard have to be very, very mature. That sometimes keeping things hidden in the marriage, which is only going to be bringing more pain, grief or stress in the relationship. So much better stay numb about it or do not say it. It is much more advisable. And yes, the physical compatibility in the marriage, in the relationship will be very important, because this is how and this is where love will touch you. And generally it has been seen, the kind of international vacations which the Scorpio Lagna natives undertake and all, so actually they experience very, you know, like a lot of love, fulfillment, uplifted generally happens. And again guys, because the way I've been saying this thing at the beginning of this video, I gave the example of the like a Neem Karoli Babaji, like, you know, where he gave a lot of emphasis in you know, serving people unconditionally. So even supporting charities and all, unconditional charities, service to the downtrodden, donations also becomes very important, because these all are the areas through which love will touch you. Now guys, when we talk about for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case the Venus energy like Taurus and Libra falls in your 6th house and the 11th house. So guys, in your case, again, I will not highlight about that. In your 7th house, you have got the Gemini energy. Your partner might be there as a very good friend with you, even in terms of like your dating life. When you were like dating someone, you were in your like college and something, over there as well, the expression of love, over there you will find the energy of the Aries. But when it comes down to experiencing love in the life, that area in your life is somehow connected with the 6th house and the 11th house. Simply put, 6th house is about how good you're doing in your job. That becomes very important. Along with that, daily discipline is very important. Like, you know, sometimes I forgot that hormone which generally comes when we are being put forth in any challenging kind of situation. So whenever like you set any targets and goals for yourself, and then when you perform well in your those set goals, and the kind of feeling which you have, that kind of, you know, dopamine which you get, that is what the true definition of love and happiness is for you. And again guys, in your case as well, the consistent flow of the income is very important. Friends, for the Sagittarius Lagna person is very important. Consistent progressive growth in the life is very important. Like, let's say for example, if you come across any Sagittarius person who has been struck in a very unproductive loop in the life, that person is from the past 15 years is working on the same job in the same designation, there is no thrill, there is no growth, there is no appreciation in the life, so then the life might become dull for this person, because this is how you know, energies have been allotted for your Lagna. Now guys, when we talk about for the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership over the 10th house and the 5th house. Again, if you feel this thing that my spouse is like very emotional, understand my emotions and something. So guys, emotions is one thing, and you know, we say this thing that even in our body, like you have to go very high, like, you know, you have to reach the Ajna chakra for that, you know, when we talk about whatever is going on in your mood and your feelings and all, your partner somehow in a very psychic way, your partner already get to know about it. The minute you enter the home and just looking at your face, your partner, like your husband, your wife, can actually judge it and can actually predict it. Oh, something happened in the office. Oh, you might have some issue with your boss. That is a different thing. This is not when we talk about the purest expression of the love. If you are actually looking for the love, for certain people, guys, this might be Capricorn Lagna natives beyond doubt could be very doting, very loving, very caring parents as well, because somehow the energy of the Venus falls in your fifth house. Like, when we come across those people, even like no matter how much they have achieved throughout in their career, but the only thing they they boast a lot about it. It is all about, the kind of college I went to, what we used to do when we were like in our high school days, in the graduation days, we used to do these kind of mischiefs, these kind of things and all, because somehow the Venus energy is connected with the fifth house. All kind of, sports, athletics kind of thing, artistic, creative things is something over where you will experience the love, the purest form, expression of the love. Love will touch you in the domain department of the fifth house. They have everything in control. Like, they are not going to be deluded, confused. Like, like if a Capricorn Lagna person is going to muster up the courage and approach someone and propose, so the person is going to have a lot of credibility, integrity, conviction and consistency. That this person will stick, this person will stay. There's a high possibility of that, because again, guys, the expression of love, because Venus has got a rulership over the fifth house. So that simply means that if this person will propose, this person, whatever he or she will say, this person means it. That becomes very important. And yes, guys, and I guess that is the only reason some of the Capricorn Lagna natives become very good like artists and all, because Venus is like a Yogarak planet for you guys. So fifth house rulership has got attached with the Venus, and then comes the 10th house. Your career success becomes very important. Guys, I'm not gonna say the name of that actor, but one of my other astrologer friend is a good friend, and he's like very senior. He has some of the very rich Bollywood actors as his on talking terms kind of friends, as clients. And he was telling me that, like when we were talking, upon that guy, I will not take the name, just imagine him as the A-lister, very A-lister kind of actor. So Nipun, I did a reading for him. I was like, he was just worried about money and something. I was like, okay, I cannot buy this. How come he's so successful, famous and all, and he has been in Bollywood like from like 40 years now? How can he be worried about the career? He says, no man, now he is like worried about buying the jets, when the jets will come. So again, everyone is fighting on their own level. Like, you take up the case of people like Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump does not care. He already has a successful business. He has been a president. Now the way he's talking and behaving, he's talking more in the lines of leaving a legacy. I was not only the president, I was the greatest president of all time. I expanded the boundaries of United States. I merged like Greenland and Panama Canal and Canada, everything in the United States. So that's what I'm trying to say, that again, it all comes down to your definition. So again, guys, now coming back to the point, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, Venus also has got a rulership over the 10th house. The career success becomes very important. Again, guys, there is going to be a day when the partner emotionally hurt or wounded might leave the relationship, but the career success will never say goodbye to you. So I mean to say, the career success, status, attainment of position is something which actually and this is how and where love actually touches them. And I guess, guys, that is the only reason that Capricorn Lagna natives are among those people who are very passionate about their career. They are very passionate about whatever they are doing as a part of their job. They are very passionate about it. They are not like those people who are just doing the job just for the sake of it. These are those people who strongly believe in whatever they represent. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, beyond any doubt, when we talk about Cancer, Leo, Capricorn and Aquarius, they have to deal with the arch contradictory energy opposite to them. So let's say, for example, if you have been in a marriage with a person who actually contributed a lot of the status and recognition to to your life, or even at your high school when you were like courting people and all, you were like very friendly with your partner and something. But even after that, even after experiencing all that, recognition which comes to you and all the compliments which comes to you because of the contribution and the success of your partner as well, still you feel that the love in a purest sense is lacking somewhere. So this might be a case that you're trying to find the love in the wrong places, because in your case love will actually be experienced and it will come from the fourth house and it will come from the ninth house. And I guess guys, that is the only reason that the Kumbh Lagna, like Kumbh Lagna or the Kumbh Rashi people, they are like very religious. Like, see, why to go very far? Even in my case, like I'm like Aquarius moon, and majority of my planets are in Aquarius. Like almost my 4 or 5 planets are in the Aquarius. And guys, even at a time when I was like very much dedicated, devoted to Lord Shiva, and even at a time when I'm doing my prayers and something, this is what actually, I feel I do it with a lot of love and passion. I still remember, I guess I went to the Pitambari Mata Mandir, I guess in Madhya Pradesh. I went there, and during that time I took that vow that I need to do the 100 Hanuman Chalisa in a day. And I asked the Pandijis over there, the priest and all, they gave me a corner and I was just doing that 100 Hanuman Chalisa in front of the Hanumanji's idol only. And a couple of guys, they even, I do not know, they saw me in that enthusiasm doing that, they even started putting money in front of me. So all what I'm trying to say is that for the Aquarius Lagna natives, if you are married to a Aquarius Lagna or Aquarius moon sign person, and you keep on getting this feeling that, I somehow feel that the kind of passion and love this person bestows in his religious austerities, this person does not put that much love and passion with me in the marriage. So this is how it is, guys, because in their case, ninth house is something where the love generally comes. Second thing is that the domestic life becomes very important. And I guess that is the only reason Aquarians are like very naive. They are very family oriented and domesticated kind of people. And this is something which you can see. And even their family duties and responsibilities, they fulfill it, they do it as their dharma, as their religious duty. That is something which you can attach with the kind of ownership or the house ownership which the Venus has got for the Aquarius Lagna natives. And again guys, even in terms of the travels, how to decorate their house, having some good well branded and good like decor in the house, interior decor becomes very important. Traveling in luxury sometimes becomes very important. Any of the pilgrimages, that also gives them a lot of the happiness and emotional fulfillment. That is something which we can attach based on the house rulership of the Venus for the Kumbh Lagna natives. And lastly guys, when we talk about for the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Venus has got a rulership over your third house and the 8th house. So guys, look at it in this way. See, third house has got more to do with our hobbies and all. See guys, if you have straight away skipped to this section and you haven't watched the whole video, I will just repeat. In the 7th house, this is what your marriage and look and feel and experiences of the marriage is going to be. This is how you're going to be experiencing or growing in your business aspiration. But sometimes guys, even in the houses where people are just married for the sake of like society, people are living like strangers under the same roof, they are like behaving with their partner the way these people behave in their job, with their co-workers, with their subordinates. So that could be the case because you are trying to find the love in the wrong places. Based on your Lagna, the true definition of love will happen, love will be experienced, it will touch you in the department of the third house. Your friends, your relationship with your younger siblings, your hobbies. Many Pisces Lagna natives are very passionate about, we say this thing that short travels, short trips becomes very important. And the 8th house, yes, beyond any doubt, gossips are very important for them. Because guys, your Lagna in itself is the 12th house energy. Over and above that, the Libra energy falls in the 8th house. So that simply tells about that finding the secrets, interest in occult, interest in research, navigating things, the matters of the life and death, Kundalini, yoga becomes very important. And again, guys, that is the only reason Libra Lagna and the Pisces Lagna, these guys can be very good Kundalini expert, yoga teacher, yoga trainer, because whatever they do, they get a lot of dopamine and emotional fulfillment in their craft, in their work, and they're very passionate about it. That is how you can see, because of the rulership of the Venus in their sign. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.